Welcome, everybody, to Paradice. Welcome to Adrift in Aldhalor, our weekly actual play D&D show set in our homebrew world of Aradun. Sorry, Shannon made a face and it made me think something was up.
I'm not ready. Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought like the audio wasn't working or something.
No. I just didn't open the document and I thought I did. We're good.
Okay, just in time. Just in time. Shannon, how are you?
Hey, I'm swell. How are you?
I am tired, but excited for D&D.
Me too. It's gonna be great. I've been looking forward to this all day. It was a wild day at work today, even though it was short, for the non-existent storm that didn't come through my area. I'll take it.
You know, it's funny. I thought there was a non-existent storm when we had a closure, and then I went out to my car, and it was completely frozen solid.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
let's talk about our partners. Starting with Underground Oracle Publishing. They are a TTRPG publisher creating new worlds in the Cypher system and beyond. Their current focus is Foxfire, a science fiction TTRPG with a strong emphasis on high adventure and fun, full-throttle action where you play as anthropomorphic animals who left Earth behind long ago to take their place among the stars. For as little as $3 per month, you too can become a member through their website and gain early access to this developing TTRPG and all of the other worlds that they create. Next, we've got Edward Yorke. Eddie is our wonderful character artist. He's an illustrator based in the UK who makes art for games and books. To visit his portfolio and get in contact with him, visit eyorke.com. And last but not least, we've got 1985 Games. They create affordable, accessible, high-quality accessories for D&D and other TTRPGs. Throughout this campaign, Sean has used their NPC cards to create real fun characters for us to interact with. And the cards come with things like goals, personality, quirks, flaws, secrets. So they're really useful for creating NPCs. And they've got art on the other side too, so you can give a real cool description for your players. If you'd like to purchase those or any of their other wares, you can use the code paradiceprod for 10% off your entire order. Later this evening, all of our VODs will be up to date, all the way up through episode 126. So you know what to do. Like, subscribe, smash that subscribe button, leave some comments. That'd be great. Sean, where did you go? I'm all done. Oh, no.
I just wanted to make you sweat.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, I went to go plug in some rechargeable batteries.
Are we getting a battle map this evening?
Possibly. All right, I'm gonna bring our team in.
Let's do it.
Boys.
There they are. So we can recap. Last we left off on Adrift in Aldhalor with our brave heroes of Iron and Mana. Fyrn is dead. But not for long. We start the session with Septimus rushing over to revivify Fyrn's corpse after defeating the Sage of Coin and Mind, Mr. Desario, and his reinforcements. But before the revivify takes hold, our friend Fyrn awakens elsewhere, or his spirit awakens elsewhere, in the field of the dead, with Hadric, the Wayward One. He awakens in this field, surrounded by different gateways and portals with a blue sky overhead. These portals are just rock edifices that are not active magically. He is joined by Hadric, the Wayward One. Fyrn, ever the soldier, immediately confronts the deity, asking where his brother is. If it is true that he is dead. Hadric alerts him that his brother may not share the same destination as him or his ancestors for his earthly deeds. Fyrn Fyrn is disheartened by this, but sits with Hadric to listen and question this fate and his own fate. As they discuss the fate of souls and where Fyrn may end up, storm clouds appear overhead as one of the gateways begins to activate, leading to a snowy realm where Fyrn sees a woven creature looming in the dark, its eyes glowing in the daylight of the fields of the dead. He knows this entity from his culture as the devouring wolf, and not a good omen for one's afterlife. Before this happened, though, Hadric did warn Fyrn that the fate of reality may stand on the edge of a knife wielded by his own companion. And that individual follows whichever fate they choose may help determine, or may determine, the fate of the world. He doesn't need to say who this is for Fyrn to make his assumptions. But in the end, Fyrn faces death bravely and yells out into the ether, saying he's ready and will bring the pain before being brought back to life. He also declares himself with several very cool titles that I don't have written down, calling himself the Omen and the harbinger of pain and violence. But in that moment, he's brought back, and he shouts into the material realm with the same war cry he shouted against the wolf. His flesh knit closed with natural skin, unlike Jacquette's that has the metal weave of a pure machina resurrection. Seems that Fyrn's soul was not lingering beyond long enough for Machina to weave his tendrils into his spirit. The party then begins to search Mr. Desario's office. Septimus finds standard logistical papers, but also some of the papers concerning the AEC's plan to redevelop Hyvin into a new Avenir. You also find Mr. Desario's personal ledger written in his own cipher. You find more dispelling stones amongst the corpses of the AEC agents. And Jacquette finds Desario's Wizard Tome Ascending Stone, a wand, a coin purse with a lot of money in it, and a fine magical cloak that he was wearing. The party leaves Desario's office to find that the dungeon illusory terrain has faded with Desario, and they're able to easily maneuver their way back. They head out towards the Lighthouse District to rendezvous with their forces, where they find the Alumno Defiance has set up a defensive camp around the Gloveless Cat, cutting off the AEC forces from escaping the Lighthouse District. And there you find Hastings. After a rowdy confrontation, or a friendly confrontation, everyone agrees to celebrate the victory against the against the AEC. You discuss with Hastings the situation, including what you've done with the AEC headquarters and what he's done with the AEC in the Lighthouse District. That you have a battalion of AEC members surrounded with the Alamo Defiance and Fyrn's fort, and that they must be dealt with on the next day. There's an insinuation that working with Hastings would allow you to infiltrate the AEC dreadnought in the bay and end the siege and blockade. But you leave some of this for the next day as you celebrate your victories for the day. Everyone has their own sort of celebration, some more full-hearted than others. Saskia gets right plastered, while Septimus pores over the papers of Desario. Jacquette finds himself joining the celebrations, but maybe distracted by the situation. And Fyrn is completely distracted by his own resurrection and the situation at hand, his fate and the fate of the world. Jacquette has a conversation with Cade, the lieutenant of Hastings, that he has had conversations with about Machina. The individual seems to present a lot of curiosity about the actual tenets of Machina's Whisper, not just in securing power from it. They had agreed that those willing who wanted to seize the power could come forward. Cade declares that he should be the first, so that the people he leads he can lead by example. But he also is genuinely interested in the understandings of Machina. At a certain point, Fyrn doesn't pull Saskia aside, gives a note to Anders, the bartender, to give to Saskia to meet him outside, following a crudely drawn map. Saskia, quite tipsy, despite being served non-alcoholic drinks at this point, decides to rendezvous with Fyrn. To her surprise, she finds him carving on the ground with the blood of a dead soldier a infernal summoning. He declares to her that he must do this in order to follow his fate, in order to save his brother's soul and to take on the sins of his brother, that he must bind the demon that he has the true name of. She offers him the path of Ro, the devil that you know. Ro timely makes his appearance here, and him and Fyrn discuss negotiations on what he can provide Fyrn and what Fyrn is to provide him. Hesitant at first, Fyrn decides to take the deal. He binds himself to Ro in exchange for his brother's soul being saved from its current fate to join Ro's demonic host or fiendish host as a free individual. All that he must do in exchange is help fulfill Ro's goal of returning to the material plane. Once this is over, Saskia and Ro share a few moments where he warns her that grief and honor and duty are sometimes terrible things to be mingled together. He retires to go mock Jacquet as he, disguised as a regular person, challenges Jacquet to dice before revealing himself as Roland and then revealing himself as Baron, the northern traveler that the party took the north back with, who promised to help Saskia relieve herself of her warlock fate. But it was ultimately Ro all along. Jacquet challenged him on why he's so obsessed with iron and mana. And Ro, in kind, provides flippant responses. He doesn't inherently offer Jacquet anything, but it's sort of unspoken, given the situation. But he does offer Jacquet back the rigged dice that he once gave him long ago, which Jacquet quickly scatters across the room, rejecting Ro's offer and making a principled stand that he would never bind himself to Ro, and that he will ensure that Ro does not get what he wants from his friends, and walks away. Ro declares quietly to himself if the price of his friends' souls would be worth it to Jacquet in the end, before challenging a stranger to more dice. This is where we left off. The party takes a long rest. You all leveled up to level 15 over that long rest. And we come back into the session as you guys are waking up the next morning. So even before you wake up of your own natural rhythm, you would probably wake up somewhat early because there would be a lot of loud noises from the Alumno Defiance sort of preparing for the day and waking to their own rhythm and rituals. So there's a lot of banging, a lot of movement of things, a lot of people sort of donning their armor. There's a lot of clatter in the Gloveless Cat to wake you up. A quick thing for two of you. Saskia, your artifact armor has been updated. It has 2 new features. It gives you cold resistance, and in addition to control water, it also gives you water walk as a spell you can cast once a day. which you can cast on 10 people, so you can cast it on the whole party if necessary.
Cool. Awesome.
Septimus, I have updated your Gleamrot crook to now be Septimus's Machina crook. It's mostly the same, but I've changed some of the damage types and a few things. The DC has been raised on the abilities within it. So you can review that for the features in there. One of the features is particularly stronger than it was before, which is the AoE effect. So before it was it had a poisoning effect, which matched the original effect. Now it has a dazing effect, which means it's an AoE daze ability now, which can be very strong in the right circumstance. So those two items have been updated.
Thank you.
But yes, you awake. You can gather in the morning to plan out your day of most likely taking Ivan back.
Are we meeting at the Gloveless Cat?
I'm assuming everyone stayed the night there, or close by.
Okay. Then Saskia will be severely hungover in whatever room Jacques allowed her to stay in, and will be very late to whatever meeting that we're going to have.
So then what I'll say is you're all in the main floor of the Gloveless Cat, sort of patiently at first waiting for Saskia, while Anders is serving you some breakfast, a nice hearty meal for a hearty day.
During this time, Jacques would like to spend an hour identifying the robes, or the fine magical cloak he got from Desario.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Jacques, while you're fucking around with this cloak to figure out what it is, bouncing from one of its pockets onto the table and sort of rolling like a coin and landing flat is a silver ring.
Put it on.
All right, Jacques looks at the ring.
It's a silver ring. It looks very nice. It is magical. You can tell it's magical. But it is a plain silver ring as far as appearance goes.
All right, well, he was looking at the cloak first, so I guess first hour we'll be looking at that.
Yep. Cloak is a cloak of displacement.
Ooh.
Okay.
So it magically projects an illusion. While you wear this cloak, it magically projects an illusion that makes you appear to be standing in a place near your actual location, causing any creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. If you take damage, the property ceases to function until the start of your next turn. Property is suppressed while your speed is 0. This is not an action you take. This is just something that is on you when you're wearing the cloak.
Right.
Reminds me of the Wiswick days. Fyrn's just gonna be, he's being cordial enough, but you could kind of tell that he's not being as excited as he normally is when he expects there to be a fight soon. Typically you'd imagine him to be like training in the morning, and he did do his early morning training, but like he doesn't seem as, gung-ho and excited as he usually is in the mornings. And he doesn't seem to want to talk to a lot of the like he's cordial with them, but he doesn't seem to want to talk to any of the people who are, soldiers in the bar right now.
Yeah, and I mean the soldiers are somewhat, on their own schedule right now. They are eating, most of them in here, and those outside are getting ready for the day.
So after this hour of inspecting the cloak, Jacques, I imagine that he's like sitting next to Septimus, and he just kind of holds it up like, it's a cloak of displacement.
Quite a strong item you found there. You definitely could find some use in it.
Yeah, it requires attunement, and I already have my cloak of the bat, he says, flapping the wings. Who would have thought we'd reach the point where we get a nifty magic item like this and no one has room for it?
Fyrn looks and says, if Septimus doesn't want it, I'll take it.
Oh.
If you're able to use it. Yeah.
Jacques hands it to him. You just got yourself a cloak of displacement, buddy.
Cool. I'm going to attune to it and get rid of the headband of intellect.
Smart.
Absolutely. That's what I figured he would do.
Then Jacques turns his attention to the silver ring and will start to identify that. But he's not going to hold up the party, because around what time is it?
I'd say you guys woke up pretty early, like despite it being like you celebrated last night. It was a rather early celebration. Other than Saskia, who I'll say is going to wake up 2 hours late for this meeting.
Okay, so perfect. 2 hours.
But yeah, yeah. So it's going to be I'm going to say it's like 7 a.m. and Saskia will join you guys at 9 a.m. So you'll have enough time for this second item to identify. And this is a ring of invisibility.
Oh boy.
Which is your first legendary item.
It is.
Oh.
That's cool. Is it just like you can go invisible whenever you want?
It should be called the Ring of Greater Invisibility, because it's in 2024 rules, it no longer is dispelled by attacking. So it's more of a Ring of Greater Invisibility. So it's worthy of the legendary status. The old one I'd say wasn't as worthy of the legendary status. It's probably more of a very rare item.
During that time too, could I continue to read the notes?
I'm sorry, say that again, Mike. You want to do what?
Ponder through those notes that I had and to get some insight to the crystal.
Oh yes, absolutely. I'll say you have enough time here to finish your research to know how to disable and rebuild those crystals. So you now know how to operate one of these pylons.
Okay.
You could, which means that as far as like mechanics goes, is that you can disable one with an action in combat. It takes 2 actions to assemble one to reactivate it.
Okay. Could it?
You also learn how to operate the arcane cannons properly.
How? Oh.
Ooh.
How big is the pylon? Would you say again?
The pylon itself is fairly large in the sense of like it would be cumbersome for like a weaker party member to carry it on their own, but someone like Fyrn could carry it easily enough.
Okay, so something that you could potentially put on a movable object.
Yeah, arguably
like
yes.
A cart?
Yes, the one thing I'll say is that it is a dangerous item to be wearing or on something that you don't want to get damaged, because if it is damaged heavily, it can have volatile reactions. So it could damage whatever you have it on. But yes, it is something you could put on a cart.
Salvatore could carry it around. like a shoulder-mounted bazooka.
Well, no, I'm giving him an arcane cannon.
I do love the idea of Sal having an arcane cannon, like a clone trooper with the two-handed Gatling guns.
Okay. Okay. Ah, this is making sense now. I think I know how to... Might be able to utilize that pylon that we came across.
Oh, fantastic. Do you know how to turn them off as well?
I do. Disabling them is actually... all these notes are kept a very well documented journal. Should not be a problem.
Because and Jacquet is just like fiddling with the ring, and then he slides it on, and he just disappears. I think I found a way to knock them out.
What do you propose?
Sorry, are you not surprised that I just turned invisible in front of your eyes without any spell or magic?
At this point,
I mean, we all saw the
stumble
ring.
in.
So you put the ring on, so can make the
At this
assumption
point,
that
Sask-
Sasoria's body.
Sasuke, I imagine at this point you walk in and try to sit in the seat that Jacquet's sitting in.
Yeah, and as I'm
'Cause he's
walking
invisible.
over, I'm like, oh, good, I'm not the last fucking one here.
Hey!
Oh, what the fuck?
I'm invisible, isn't that cool?
Jaquette found himself a new toy.
Yeah, great, wonderful.
It's not a toy, it's a legendary magical item.
Can you all just stop talking so loud, please?
Sean, what-
Invisible Jacquet goes right up to her ear and goes, "No!"
I swing wildly, but absolutely miss.
Is disabling the pylon something that somebody with like a magical background needs to do, or could I teach it to Jaquette? Would he be able to disarm it himself?
Yes, if you spend the time to teach Jacquet how exactly it works, he can learn to disable it as well.
Okay.
I would say in combat, like in heavy combat, it does require a check to disable it to make sure you do it successfully. But that's a simple Arcana check. That the DC would not be super high because you was having a knowledge. If you were trying to disable it like without any knowledge, that Arcana check's DC would be through the roof.
Yeah.
Taking off the ring again, Jacquet goes, I mean, we have your way, right? The technical way, but what about, and he gestures with the last of his dispelling stones. Would one of these be able to knock him out real quick?
From your understanding of the pylon, you would need to get close to the pylon to do this. So it is possible for like Jacquet to disable one with a dispelling stone by sneaking in without having to do the check. That is 100% a possibility. But if you're outside of the actual bubble, it won't get through.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
makes
if
sense.
you were to dispel it with the dispelling stone, is it permanently
Cannot
disabled?
be permanently disabled. Cannot be reconfigured. You could with more research and time, you could figure out how to infuse it with the magic, but all magical components would be fried. So you basically have to replace the magical components.
Understood. I suppose that could work as well if you not feel comfortable enough to disable it on your own means. But just know that'd be one less pylon that we can salvage and reuse. It's my understanding that the dispelling stone removes all magical properties from it. It'd be only experimental from there for me to try to get it back operational. I would say bring it with you. If this is, I'm assuming your plan is obviously to sneak in with the invisibility that you just gained. And if all goes well, say try your best to disable it by means that I've learned here in these papers, but if things get a little sticky, then resort to the stone.
So, what did I miss? What's our plan? What are we doing?
Well, we're
No
in the
plan
process
yet.
of formulating it, but it seems that's involving sort of infiltration
Okay.
into the fortifications. Jaquette being the one to do so, and knocking out the pylon. We established that they put a pylon in the fort, right?
In their reinforcements outside of the fort, where they're blockading the fort, yes, you saw Saskia saw that they were employing a pylon.
Yes.
Just one?
Let me look. I have
Okay.
the.
I guess
line.
Jacquet looks around and if he sees Hastings, will gesture him over. As Jacquet will push his half-finished plate of food in front of Saskia.
Thanks.
Yeah, Hastings would gladly come over and sit down at the end of the table and sort of, he's in his full armor now. You can see it's somewhat upgraded from the last time you fought him, where he was really only wearing like studded leather armor. He's now in nicer half plate armor. But he sits down and sort of just like crosses his fingers together and looks at you all and goes, "So, are you ready for today's actions?"
Born ready, baby.
I need another hour, and then I'll be good to go.
Perfect. We're set to get moving in an hour. We have people monitoring the AEC's position to see if they jump the gun at all, but the unfortunate thing is we won't have the element of surprise necessarily unless we had attacked in the middle of the night. They will be ready for us. And every moment we waste past that hour, they'll be even more ready. Now, the nice thing is, thanks to you all, they don't have reinforcements unless they pull from their other positions in the city. But we have scouts out to catch those reinforcements coming long before we engage in the fight.
Tactically, I think our position is strong. We have, men on both sides of them. We can pincer them from the fortress as well. We have been discussing some plans to remove their defenses stealthily. Jaquette here has a plan. Perhaps in about an hour, or we'll plan to disarm the bubbles at that hour when you're ready to strike.
Well, from
You may
my
wanna wait for
understanding,
our cue.
absolutely. From my understanding, there are around 30 of them holed up in the reinforcements. At least from what we can see, it's hard to count because they're holding the interior of the buildings, flanking their position in the back alleys. So there's no way necessarily to get completely around them, but like you said, if we pincer them, we can destroy them. From our observations, there are 4 arcane cannons in their position, each with their own reinforcement pylons. There are 4 pylons in their camp. In the back alleys, to the left of their position, there is 2 arcane cannons with no pylon, just reinforcing their back alley. And then far to the right, there's another small back alley that has 1 arcane cannon supporting it. But those positions are much weaker, and not the one that is of most importance. We keep people from letting them escape down here at our camp, then if they flee into those alleyways, we just need to battle through attrition of finding them and capturing them after the main force is taken care of.
So I'm pretty sneaky as well. Not as sneaky as Jacquet's, but if we wanted to double our efforts, I can potentially take out another cannon or 2. Use our time efficiently.
I think that would be smart. I think if the 2 of us go behind the enemy, you focus on eliminating their cannons, I focus on the pylons, then our friends can push up from the front.
Sounds good.
And sorry, just to make sure I got this right, you said that there's 4 cannons, all with pylons at the center of the.
Yeah. So there's the way to think of it is that there's a block between 2 stretches of buildings that they're holding. At the back of that block is 2 cannons and 2 pylons. At the front is 2 cannons and 2 pylons. So geared on their front and their rear. And then on the left, so they're not like clustered in the middle. They have 4 pylons basically to cover the extent of their encampment, so that their entire encampment is covered by the bubble. And then on the left and right alleyways, the left one being closer, the right one being further, the left one has 2 cannons, and the right one has 1 cannon.
Jeez. And the pylons. What do the pylons do again? Are they just like
pylons protect from all ranged attacks, magic or not, are blocked completely by the pylons.
Okay.
Within a radius of the pylon.
Have no
pylons in the alleyways.
And then this center block encampment, does it have 4 pylons, or is it like 1 pylon at the rear and 1 at the front?
It's got 4 basically in the like right behind each cannon is a pylon, and it's basically like in a square in the encampment.
Okay, so like kind of like at the corners of the block.
Exactly. Like this is not a perfect representation of it, but as you can see, you've got your encampment in the middle, and you have your alleys off to the sides. You have the fort, and then your position down here.
Right. All right. That is fantastic. Thank you.
Fort, is it Fyrn's fort?
It's Fyrn's fort, yes.
Okay.
FF.
Double F. F squared.
Well, I think that's good. You two could try to disable their defenses, and in the meantime, Fyrn and we can assure in some of our offenses.
Now, question. Is I can turn myself invisible whenever I want. Would, oh gods above, or anybody who knows the answers to this, would tampering with the cannon dispel my invisibility?
That would be a magic action, maybe?
Yes, it would be. Because, if you're trying to disable the cannons, that wouldn't just be a simple object interaction. That would be a full magic action.
Okay.
So Jacquet is going to use minor illusion, if you'll allow me, to kind of make like a 3D battle map almost.
Totally.
Very loose. It's one object, right? So it's kind of hard to tell, besides just like the general layout of the area. But he kind of shows that left alley where there's the 2 arcane turrets. And Jacquet goes, okay, Saskia, if you take out at least this turret that's aimed towards our front, we can then get our forces in there to alleviate that flank. While you're doing that, I can be in the center, and I can start taking down their pylons. I think Fyrn and Septimus should focus on that center as well. And then once you've taken out their left flank, you can join us in the center.
Sounds good. And there were 2 cannons in that. I guess
2 cannons on the left.
There were 2 cannons there. Do you want me just to do one? I could try and do both.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would say take out the one facing our direction so that the Alumno Defiance can move up, and then take out the other one. And then once you've cleared that side, come back to the center.
Okay.
Now, if I was the AEC, I would have some of those crackshot snipers that they had. If you remember when we first took the fort, there's that one sniper, we'll call him, one marksman in the tower. They might have something like that, so keep your eyes peeled.
As I polish off whatever was left on your plate. Thank you. That really helps clear my head.
Perfect.
And if you feel overwhelmed, just, escape. We can always regroup and push together.
Okay.
Don't be a hero.
That's right.
And then
We're already heroes, Fyrn. We don't have to try.
once we assemble our weaponry and
Not
defenses, Fee and myself and Hastings, along with his men, march up the front way here and try to push through. You give us a signal to let us know if you've succeeded or not. You still have your horn, right?
I do, but hopefully you'll be able to see. Is there a visible bubble around the pylons? So
yeah.
Jacquet gestures
Perhaps.
to the center right pylon, and he goes, "I'll target this one first, along with its cannoneer, and then move to the left side. And potentially Saskia will have already taken care of her side and can meet us there. But if not, that'll be my focus." So you should be able to see that, and I think our I cannot think of the word that you think to start something. Our
Initiate.
Catalyst.
Catalyst?
yeah, our catalyst for this, I think, should be Saskia firing off the first shot, because she'll be the most likely to be in danger if something should go wrong. So she should make sure that she's in position and ready first.
Sorry, it's firing a shot and then disabling it?
Kill the gunner. Don't target the cannons. We can reuse those.
Kill the gunner. Got it. I thought these, for whatever reason, I thought these were self-operating, and I was going up to just like pull some wires
They're
and shit.
they're not self-operating, are they, Sean? Did
No,
I?
they need to be.
Okay.
A person needs to use them. They,
Okay.
Right. Okay. Take out the gunner, fire a shot, hopefully work on the second one. If not, run in. Got it.
Beautiful. Once we've taken out these first two pylons in the arcane cannons, we can move through and then potentially send someone to the right flank, but we can decide that as is. I don't think the right flank is really a focus for us at the moment. Sound like a game plan?
How should we signal? Or do we have a specific time we want to initiate this?
Well, I think when Saskia launches her, I assume Eldritch Blasts, but please use whatever your heart resonates with.
Mhm.
That will be our initiating move.
Wait, that I'll probably do. Old reliable, as they say.
What I'm saying, how do you just... I want to make sure that she does it when we're in position to strike as well, is my concern.
I have to imagine that the tiny force we have here will well be in position before we move up to our positions. My thinking is that you all get ready and then we go in. Or we're going in as you're assembling on those front lines, as it were.
Yeah, we need to cause a distraction in order to allow the others to not get overwhelmed.
That was my next question. Are you going to have words with them at all? Or are you going to just be like, hey, we're here, look at us. Fuck you. What are you... Or are you just going to stand there and wait till they do something?
It would be good to get word to the fortress if possible, so they can coordinate their strike with ours. But I'm sure that once the battle starts flying, they'll see what to do.
No, I don't think we'll have any words to mince to those that are in the encampment. Especially with the idea that I have that we might be able to utilize the pylon that was left over in the AEC company. They'll know that a fight's coming.
If these cannons are too powerful and we can't defend against them, stay to the buildings, out of their range. We can use the same tactics that they're using, if necessary.
I feel good about this
Right.
plan. Are we ready to go?
Finn, can you accompany me to head back to the AEC.
Aye. We do that.
Okay.
So,
So-
me, Fyrn, Sal. Yeah, and Sal.
Yes, the three of you can comfortably go back to the AEC headquarters. While the rest of you get ready with Hastings' men. Jacques.
While that's happening, Jacques
Mhm.
is going to spend 10 minutes ritual casting Skyrite.
All right, I love it.
He's just gonna put his face in the sky for no reason.
Yeah, using
Winking Jaquette.
Yeah.
In clouds.
Little chibi cat.
Sal, Septimus, and Fyrn. As you approach the AEC headquarters, you see that there are 3 AEC agents investigating the spot. One of them looks like the typical AEC brawlers that you've seen, the more well-armored agents, and then 2 of them appear to be the day-to-day minion agents.
Kill them.
Fyrn just looks
Septimus
at...
looks to Fyrn. He's like,
Fyrn just nods. He doesn't say anything.
Septimus will actually, surprisingly, give him a nod back.
All right, we're running in.
Okay, roll initiative.
Yeah.
I've rolled twice because one's for. Well, I guess, yeah, well, 2.
I got a 15.
Proud of you.
All right, 20 to 25.
I got a 38.
You were not in this fight.
I know. I just want to be included.
Bunk, 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 bunk.
Bunka, bunka, bunka.
Wait, Sean, do you want just Sal to be on my turn, or should I?
Yeah, Sal can just go right after you,
Okay.
or before you. It's up to you. All right, 15 to 19.
15.
Okay. Septimus, what'd you get?
11. What
Okay,
the
what's your
hell?
dexterity?
0.
Okay. Okay, so as you two, I imagine it's almost like a moment where you two nod to each other, and then you look up and you can see the AEC agent sees you, and he himself is like, "Here we go." As you can see, the 2 minions with him retreat behind the pylon shield, and he just sort of stands at the front at the ready. Sort of like waiting for you. He is going to bonus action chug a potion. And then he's going to look between the 2 of you and target. Well, he doesn't actually have to target. He's just going to do an AoE effect on you guys. As you see, similar to the AEC agent in the previous fight, he creates a symbol of magical sigils, and above you, you hear the sounds of cracking lightning and thunder, as shooting down onto the 2 of you is a storm of radiance. So I need you both to give me Constitution saving throws.
Storm of Radiance.
Ugh.
30-20.
All right, Fyrn, you pass. Septimus, what'd you roll? That is not a pass. So, Fyrn, you're just going to take half damage. Septimus, you're going to take full damage. So Septimus, you're going to take 20 radiant damage
Oh.
and 20 thunder damage.
Oh.
Fyrn, you're going to take 10 radiant damage and 10 thunder damage.
Okay.
And Septimus, you are blinded and deafened and can't cast spells with a verbal component while this 10-foot radius storm rages around you. But that is the AEC agent's turn. He pulled out his sort of like bludgeon them to a weaker position move, and now he's just ready for the fight. The Fyrn, you are up.
Okay, how far away am I?
You are 60 feet away.
Okay. Do I want to start using spell slots? Kinda. I'm gonna move 30 feet, and then I'm going to bonus action Misty Step.
Okay.
And yeah, hit him.
Hit him.
We don't have time for this shit.
Okay, go for it.
Uh, 29 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
That's gonna be... Oh, jeez. 22 bludgeoning damage, 3 cold damage.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw, please, or to get knocked prone.
You want a con save for the prone?
Yes.
Okay, he is going to fail with an 8.
Yes. Cool. Now I have advantage on my next attacks.
He does actually have to make a concentration check, though, too, for that storm.
Okay, it's gonna make a few more.
He got a nat 20. He makes the save for the storm.
I got a nat 20 on my second attack.
Nice. This is the time when you don't want to waste too many resources on these guys.
Ignore the first roll because it's always does that thing that I don't like. Should have said Booming Blade. Forgot to. Da, 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 da. I'm bad at Mastron. I'm gonna re-roll that because I don't like how it turned out. Okay, better. It's gonna be 12 plus 8, 20 cold damage total, and bludgeoning is 21 plus 24 is 45 bludgeoning damage.
Woo-wee! He is bloodied for sure.
Okay, if I had a bonus action, I'd get another attack, but I don't. So this is my last attack. And this one, I will use...
Booming Blade.
Booming Blade, correct. And if it hits, I get the fragile condition. Uh, 18, which turns into a 30 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. He's a fragile boy. Terrible rolls. Can't redo it because I already used that. But I get to add an extra 2d8.
Mm-hmm. Your dice are fun.
Yeah, I like them a lot. I've been using them for years. You guys just haven't seen them. So that's 15 bludgeoning, 10 cold, and 9 thunder.
Okay.
And he has disadvantage on his next attack from Sap.
Mhm.
And
Perfect.
I probably could have done one other thing, but I didn't.
Okay. All right, so this guy just took a walloping 124 damage from Fyrn.
Jesus Christ.
I need to make another con save. He's unlikely to pass it from the crit because I think he needs a 27.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, you're no longer blinded and deafened, Septimus.
Oh, good.
This is why you use your spell slots early, kids. Remember, for the next time you go dungeon crawling.
All right, so it is the minions' turn. They're going to attack together for a lightning attack on Fyrn.
With disadvantage.
Not these guys. These guys are not attacking from prone.
Yeah, but I have a displacement.
Cloak of
cloak.
displacement.
Ah, Jesus Christ. I shouldn't have given you that. Yeah, they're not going to hit you. They're not going to hit you. Or I guess they didn't deal damage, so they don't attack the displacement either. Okay, Fyrn, no, you take no damage. Septimus, you are up. You've got these two minions firing from behind the pylon and the prone and weakened agent in the middle. You're 60 feet away from them.
60 feet. Well. I thought it was closer. But. I mean, I'll just Sacred Flame the guy on the ground.
Okay. He fails.
19 radiant damage.
No resistance.
Septimus, how do you want to do this?
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Fyrn. Sorry to kill still.
All good.
Septimus is like dazed and like blinded, but like it removes and he like sees him and he just locks sight of him on the ground.
Yeah.
As he just like speaks verbal components into his hand and then throws it out as that light blue flame just goes out towards him, igniting him, and then his embers just dust up and move into the cinders that Septimus has.
Oh yeah, it's gruesome. He's screaming in pain at this radiant blue fire as his embers join your radiant song. There are two minions behind the pylon who
I just told him to fuck off.
you absolutely can. No
Yeah, I
roll
was about to
needed.
say like before that, like I guess before my turn ends, Sal just like starts just like freaking stomping towards them.
They just saw
Give
you
us a
basically
second.
disintegrate their commanding officer, and after Fyrn literally like crushed him into a pulp and he could barely move on the ground with the fragile condition. As soon as they see Sal marching towards them and Fyrn tells them to fuck off, they run away as fast as they can.
Done, Fyrn. We need to move
You as
quickly.
well?
They'll obviously tell the others, but we don't have much time.
Yeah, they might tell the others to bring reinforcements towards the fight, but this will be very helpful in, holding them back.
All right, let's move. Septimus goes up to the pylon, and will do what he needs to go up to deactivate it.
Yep, you're not in combat, so no check needed. You can take your time to do the magic action to disable it in complete control.
Are the arcane cannons dismountable?
They are dismountable, yeah.
All right, so Fyrn's gonna work on one to try and just get it to move.
You mean dismantleable?
No, dismountable, so they can come off of their turrets. Yeah, so you can if you're strong enough, you can carry it and use it.
Got it.
There are 2.
Sorry.
There were 2.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
I think both words would work.
Yeah, dismantleable is also usable.
Could
there are
Septimus
2. Yes. So when you carry arcane cannons to use them, you have to use both of your hands, which means you can't use any other weapons and you can't cast any spells that require somatic components.
Just need to know if he can carry them.
Yes.
As Septimus is doing that, I guess dismantle the cannons as he disables the pylon, and then I guess doing it in a way that he would call Sal over. He's like, Sal, you grab this. As he would ask Sal to grab the pylon himself and carry.
Yep, Sal can definitely carry the pylon. And when you dismount the arcane cannons, they are quite literally like dismounting a heavy weapon in Halo, where you are carrying them and you're moving slower, and carrying them does reduce your movement speed by 10 feet. But you can use them as weapons.
As Sal grabs the pylon, Septimus will go up to one of the cannons, tell Fyrn to grab one, and say we should make our way back to the not the Harlequin and Chalice, the gloveless cat.
Right. Very well. Let's get out of here before they come back.
And just try to move as quickly as we're able to.
Yeah, Fyrn will push himself to hustle at least for a couple of blocks, just to get out of eyesight of the ASA base.
I'm posting the arcane cannons in the chat. The only thing that's different from writing there is that it doesn't have a 5-minute cooldown for firing. It just has a 1-round cooldown for firing. Just because I want them to be more involved.
Do we still have?
But it as you can see on there, it does require 1 action to prepare it and 1 action to fire it.
Do we still have an hour, or are we shorter than that now?
Definitely shorter than that now.
Okay.
I mean, that's fine as long as
So you can presumably think that when you are actually engaging with them, that an arcane cannon will have 2 gunners on them, 1 to load and 1 to fire.
If we want to use these effectively, we should set them up with the men if they know how to use them. Give them to the soldiers, but it might be smart to hold one back.
With this heavy thing, since he doesn't have the belt of giant strength anymore. I certainly won't be using it in combat, but I'm sure one of Hastings' men, or 2 of them, would be able to make use of it.
Keeping it out of.
To be honest, the pylon is the one thing that I really needed.
Right. So when we return to the gloveless cat, if we make it okay.
Yeah, there's no other patrols that you see.
Okay. Septimus would not go inside the Culvus Cab. Stay outside. That's how he could put the pylon down.
Mhm.
And how?
You're trying to think about the best way to
Apologize.
equip it to Sal.
No. Well, no. Read
While this is going on, Jacquette, what did you skywrite?
Oh, you want to know what I sky wrote?
Mhm.
Well, my friend, Jacquette goes outside the Gloveless Cat, probably following Septimus, Fyrn, and Sal when they first left.
Mhm.
And then he sits there just drumming on his little hand drum as he softly speaks out the incantation, and forming over the harbor, kind of facing the whole of the city. I guess, is it a cloudy day? Is it sunny? What's our day look like today?
What's our day look like? Let me get out my nifty weather predictor for our Aradun.
The sun rises in the east, so it'll be in our eyes as we charge.
What is the day like? All right.
Unless it's cloudy.
It
Or
is moderate temperatures, so we're looking at like highs of 54 odons with lows of 42 odons. It is a light wind, 6 miles per hour, and it is a somewhat. It's not like super cloudy, but there are like disparate clouds. So it's fairly clear for a skywrite spell.
So as this 10 minutes is going by, I imagine like the clouds start shifting and moving to form 3 puffy lines. And then at the end of the 10 minutes, it's almost like a quill is like cutting through them and like rearranging the lines to form out a series of 10 words. Desario is dead. Iron and mana will win. Surrender, period. Live.
How long does that last?
An hour, but it does require concentration.
Okay. So clearly written in the sky is this message for the encampment of the AEC to see.
The intent here is that all of Hyvin will see it.
Okay. Yeah, it would be high enough, and you could position it so that it's legible from all directions of Hyvin.
Right.
So those in at the main gatehouse and those at the Admiralty Court in any patrolling AEC members should be able to see it.
I'll come outside when you're done casting it and just be like, nice touch.
I don't know that it'll actually get any of them to lay down their weapons, but
Can't hurt.
can't say you didn't try. Exactly.
Question for you. I just remembered that I can disguise myself. Do you think it's worth disguising as a AEC agent and just waltzing up to the gunner and be like, shift change? I think that would work.
It could.
Or is that stupid?
No, I think it gets you the same result, right? Gets the gunner off the gun. So I'll leave that to your purview. Your task is to free it up for our forces to move in. If that's how you want to do it, I trust you. Just don't fuck it up.
And when you say I trust you, I'm like, you see that I'm like actually touched. Like I make a little aw face.
Okay, well, don't. Come on.
We got this.
Shannon, something to just remind you of is that if you're using your One with the Shadows feature for invisibility, it has to be in dim light or darkness. It's not completely at will.
That's why she's going in the alleyway.
All my things
Just
say
making sure you're aware of that.
I wasn't, so thanks. Where's this?
It's one of your
I
one of your
found it.
invocations.
Yep, I found it. These fucking invocations.
Always remember,
I
invocations
cannot-
almost
I
always come with a
cannot.
catch. That's being a warlock.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
You should talk to Ro about that.
The
See if he can't get you a ring of invisibility.
Yeah. The invisibility thing wasn't going to work anyway because I have to do things. But... Okay. Cool.
Well, it would at first. Okay, is there anything else that you want to do to prepare? I would say you have about a half hour until the designated time of assault.
Yes. Septimus is going to instruct Sal to go inside with him to the Gloveless Cat and help him lift 2 sets of tables and what does he have in there? Tables and benches or tables and chairs?
It's a healthy mix of both.
Yeah, I imagine there's some longer tables that may have benches, but there's plenty of tables that have chairs.
I would say, 2 sets of tables and benches. Help him lift it up and bring him outside.
Okay.
As you're doing this, Chocolate, it's like, hey, what are you doing? That stuff costs money.
You know I'll get you back, and act like we don't have enough of it.
I don't know. These tables, I imagine Jacquet spared no expense on the furniture of the Gloveless Cat.
That's mahogany.
Even better. It's a durable wood.
I know. And it doesn't stain with ale.
As Septimus places them down outside, he's going to focus at them, and he's going to cast Fabricate.
Okay.
To break them down and make a makeshift cart.
Okay.
Because I will say, it does say you can't use it to create high degree of skill unless you have proficiency with that type of artisan tools. And Septimus is proficient in carpenter's tools and land vehicles.
Oh, a perfect combo for a nicely made cart. So yeah, you're able to use your forge magic to disassemble these tables and benches and reassemble the wood of them into a sturdy cart.
And have a certain kind of
lock-in spot.
Something that I can.
Yeah, since you're using the fabricate spell, I imagine and you have the proficiency, you're making a custom cart. So 100% you can do that.
Until which Septimus would instruct Sal to place the pylon into the slot. He'll get some rope that he'll have tied to the front of it and tie it along Sal. So Sal will be pulling this cart.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. So you have your mobile pylon.
Go to turn it back on and see if it can
works.
be on and move.
It takes you the 2 magical actions to turn it on, which don't require any checks because you're not in combat. And you see the beam from the crystal shoots up and then creates the bubble around the encampment.
So try taking a couple steps forward.
He takes a couple steps forward, the rope gets taut, and as it moves forward, you can see the magical barrier moves with the pylon as its anchor.
Perfect. Now we have
you can actually see with the pylon raised above ground level that it does actually create a perfect circle. It technically is going under the ground a little bit.
Yeah. In the event that some of the cannons are still operational, we have a little bit more defense now.
I love it.
No, I thought it was a clever idea.
It's very good.
I love it.
Sorry, I'm taking notes. Looking at it, Jacques goes, "Why the rope? Can't he just pick up the cart and pull it?"
Well, I guess we had different ideas of what.
Didn't you make the
like.
cart grow legs and walk?
There's a cart, there's a wagon, and there's a garage. 3 distinct categories of land vehicles. Septimus, please, I thought you would know about this with your rural ways.
Yeah, you can see like Septimus fabricated this. It's definitely the mind of like a scientist who doesn't think about the actual like logistics a little bit, and it's like it's not like crafted like a hand cart where someone could just grab the like the spokes of it and pull it. It's got like a rigging for a rope on it.
Well, also I figured if I strap it to Sal's back, he'd have his hands free to do other things.
All right. Conflict rescinded.
Like
Good
use an
idea.
use an arcane cannon, perhaps.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I guess can you shoot inside the route as a block inside also?
No, it does not have it. Otherwise, it'd be useless with where they position them to cover the cannons.
Okay.
It can shoot ranged things can leave the bubble, but they can't enter the bubble.
Okay.
It blocks all
You've turned them
external
into a
projectiles.
I don't think of that. Make sure we can think of that first. So
He just blows himself up.
Yeah, I shoot a fireball from inside and just roast everybody alive.
Excellent. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll take a short break and then we'll enter into this this mission.
Sweet.
All right, we shall be back shortly. Welcome back, everybody, to Adrift in Aldhalor. Our heroes are devising a strategy to attack the AEC. Oh, you know what I should have done?
It's our own fortification.
Perfect. I got a nice little cart for Sal to pull.
Thank you.
All right. So, the Alumni Defiance have prepared their forces. There is the taunting message from Jacquet in the sky with the Skywrite spell, imploring the AEC to surrender because Desario is dead. What would you like to do? How do you approach this?
I cast false life on myself.
Fair enough.
Right, are we ready?
I think so, Jacquet says as he loads Samari.
I want to give everybody a hug before we go. Just
Okay.
you're last, and I give you the biggest one of all.
I'm allergic. Oh no, I'm poisoned. I'm dying.
Don't die, okay?
As you go to hug each of
Please.
them, Sal pulls you all into a hug.
No.
Oh,
The,
my
the,
spine.
the cart just like
Oh.
slowly like hits you guys in the back as it rolls forward with him.
Fyrn hugs back.
All right.
We'll give
So-
you guys a few moments to infiltrate, and then
Yeah,
We'll begin
on your
our assault.
signal, we'll push with the cart.
You'll know when it's time. Don't worry, I won't be subtle about it.
You watch as Jacquet puts on the Ring of Invisibility. I guess it's always on, and he just actions to activate it. And unbeknownst to all, he
No.
waves to you all.
No, the
Huh?
way the ring works is that it only is active while it's on your finger. It's activated by putting it on your finger.
Yeah, like the ring of power.
I'm fairly confident.
While wearing this ring, you can take a magic action to give yourself the invisible condition.
Okay.
You
you're
remain
right.
invisible until it's removed. or
it's the
until you take a
removed part.
bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it can forcibly be removed.
Can forcibly,
I think
yes.
is
Is the idea of that. Perfect. All right.
Not
Then he
really
activates
powerful.
it.
and
He
he
becomes
waves
invisible.
goodbye to you all, and then flips you all off and goes to get in position.
I will say Saskia can see you the entire time. I just realized because she has
Jacquet
true
doesn't know
sight.
that.
I have true sight.
Yeah, so
Jacquet does not know
Saskia
that.
was just too hungover to notice you when she sat. She literally just sat on your lap.
And I flip
She was
you
still
off
getting.
back.
The true sight was new, so she was getting used to it.
Yep.
Jacquet's a little startled, and then just out of nowhere goes, "You can see me?
Yeah, I can fucking see you. Yeah,
Is
you're
it-
right there.
Is it working? Septimus,
Oh, yeah.
Fyrn, can you see me?"
No, now get a going.
I'm just fucking awesome, that's why.
What devilry is this? As
If
Jacquet
I really
slinks
wanted
off.
to, I could use magic and see you.
But anyway, it immediately casts doubt on Jacquet's new legendary item.
He's like,
Um,
if she can see me, what other?
right.
I will, when he's gone, I will cast Disguise Self on myself and try to look like one of the AEC people so I can just waltz right up to
Mhm.
the first cannon.
Okay. So, based on the battle map, which let me change the camera so the audience can see it. So, based on the sketch I gave you before, immediately to the left of the battle map, where the buildings end, and that little cropping of stone, that is the alley that Sass is going up. The right alley is way off the battle map, so it's not really a concern necessarily for you in your current positioning. The Alumno Defiance have told you that they will take care of that side of the once the other areas are weakened, they will go for that one. So Jacques, you approach in your invisible state while Saskia is approaching sort of, I imagine, in parallel with you on the other side. Okay, so Saskia, how are you approaching this situation?
So, I'm assuming Septimus told us that there's going to be 2 people per gun.
Yes.
Per cannon.
I'd say most likely.
Yeah, it's most likely. It can be operated by one person, but it's less efficient.
Okay. So, as I'm walking towards that cannon, I want to see if there's 1 or 2 per people per cannon.
So the end of this battle map is not like where you guys all are standing. Like, you're a ways down. So it's not like you're walking right out of the Alumni Defiance camp as this guard. But you are approaching from the south. So do you approach like stealthily at first?
I think what I'll do is I'll stealth until I'm in an area that makes sense for me to be in, and then I will not be stealthy anymore. Can I be coming from somewhere like by the AEC? Would that make sense?
So the difficulty is that you're not going to exactly have like great cover to do that unless you're particularly stealthy. Like, you're going to, no matter what, be kind of approaching from a place you shouldn't be approaching from.
Gotcha.
Unless you were to like try to stealth into one of the buildings and walk out of it. But you would need a really good stealth roll to not be noticed by the AEC at the perimeter.
I mean, I have advantage, and I have a pretty good stealth modifier, so I could also wait to cast Disguise Self. I could try and I guess it wouldn't matter. I could stealth into a building, cast it, and then walk out, but I don't know if that's any different than already casting it.
Not really. It's like the stealth is like you're either hidden or you're not, and if you're caught, you kind of want to be. I imagine you want to have some plausible deniability.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's try the stealth. Let's try the stealth into a building.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Jacques, you can also give me a stealth check for your silent movement in there.
All right, I got a 26.
Oh, hot damn.
I got a 26 as well.
Twinsies.
Okay.
All right. Twins work.
So as far as their active perception checks, you both feel fairly confident with your movements through. Saskia, you don't feel like people are seeing you, and Jacques, you don't think people are hearing you. So Saskia, you are able to kind of move yourself around. You, based on where you can enter in, it is, you're gonna have more than just the like gunner to bypass and like interacting with.
Okay.
You see you see an opportunity. Basically, you stealth up to the perimeter where you're still behind cover, and then you see an opportunity to try to kind of like go prone and crawl into one of the buildings. So you can see on the top left there where there's the building that has a flat rooftop, and it has just this one step that leads into the like open part of on the left. That's like your only real like means of getting inside before someone would see you.
Okay. I think, is it the thing that's like above the cart?
Yeah, let me get my pointer.
Yeah. Thought it was a boat for a second. It was like, no, that's a cart. Yeah, okay. I was looking
Oh, hell yeah. Where'd you get that thing?
Just a big chopstick.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to assume the battle position of standing.
Is that not flat on the ground? Do I have to climb?
You do have to climb up. Yes.
Okay.
So basically, for your purposes, Saskia, you're crawling. You're literally on your stomach, like crawling so the guards below don't see you when you're up there.
Okay.
And it's because you got a 26, the timing of this is perfect for you. Because you crawl and you kind of like get inside and you kind of like are like sitting and you're like, because you're in danger zone now. Like you're fully perceivable. And as you're sitting there taking a deep breath, you see walking up a ladder immediately to your left. You can see kind of there's a hole right here.
Mm-hmm.
You see 2 AEC agents, one crawling up the ladder, one behind them. The first one looks like one of their like standard patrolmen that are minions, you know, and the other one looks like one of their enforcers. The minion is crawling up first, and he crawls up and he sees you, cocks his head.
It's about fucking time that you got here. I've been waiting all day.
That's just impossible. The relief
No,
just
it's
came.
not. No. No, you're wrong. No.
And you hear
and go ahead.
You hear from below him the enforcer that you saw is kind of like, get out of the way, let me check. And the guy kind of like scrambles off to the side, and the enforcer pulls up. You can see he's one of the ones that's like a little beefier and in the full armor. And he looks at you and goes, "What are you doing here?"
I was told to come here. I'm just I was waiting for you, actually. Where the fuck do you want me?
Give me a persuasion roll.
Persuasion. Dirty 20.
Okay. So this guard looks at you, eyes you up and down, because I imagine you styled yourself after someone you've killed.
Probably, yeah.
And he looks and he goes, that's right. Well, Arnold, you're not even supposed to be in this encampment. How did you even get here? You're supposed to be over at the headquarters.
Oh.
Did you flee? Did you flee and not support your leader, Mr. Desario, as that message in the sky says?
No.
It sounds like you fled your post. Deserted.
No, I was coming to assist because I knew that fucking Iron and Mana was going to, start fucking shit up.
That's enough. That's enough back talking from you, Arnold. Stand up. Stop sitting on the ground like a pathetic peasant. You're as lazy as the people of this city.
Okay. Well, I'm still here fighting, aren't I? I don't know what this accent is.
It's me, Darnell.
Arnold.
Arnold.
Arnold with an E. The classic way to make it a fantasy name is replace a letter in a normal name.
All right, I'll stand up and just wait for the ladder to be clear so I can climb down.
Oh, he's not.
Oh,
he's standing right in front of you. They're not letting you go.
Okay.
Arnold, stand up straight. Stand as you should before your superior. Arms behind your back.
Oh, God. All right.
There's a Violet Vanguard Knight below. You understand? There'll be no mistakes today. We kill Iron and Mana today, and we take this fort. Report to the Violet Knight below for orders. You'll recognize him.
Told me to stop back talking, so I'm not.
Get down there! You climb down the ladder. You can see in the base floor of this building, they've set up basically like a command center. You can see a enforcer and an invoker sitting at a table with who you presume is this Violet Knight, who looks exactly like the Halcyonic Knight that you fought on the sea. There is a Halcyonic commander in this encampment. You can see they have the full violet plate armor with the like pauldrons have sort of this like eagle motif over them. They've got these like wings hugging the pauldrons with these eagle heads sticking out. They have that cross-guarded helmet with the violet hood over it that has the black cross-guard. And he's just sort of standing there with his arms held together in front of him while these two AEC agents are like frantically justifying their current position.
Okay, so I will then kind of like sidle so that I'm not joining this frantic conversation, but I'll stand there waiting to be addressed by the Violet Vanguard.
You see he holds his hand up and the invoker who is yapping. You can hear this invoker just like, Iron and Mana proves more formidable than we thought. They have allies stronger than we thought. The elementalist of the university needs to be killed immediately as soon as we get out of this position. And then the hand goes up.
I'm trying not to smile because fuck yeah, we're awesome.
And the Violet Vanguard looks to the invoker and looks to you. Looks to the invoker. And their voices come through almost like, truthfully, stormtrooper-like. Like they're talking through that helmet. There's a natural like thaumaturgical magic that is controlled through their helmets. Okay. As he looks to this invoker and says, you doubt the might of Kiranor. You doubt that we can handle these rapscallions, these pathetic creatures, adventurers, the filth of the continent. No, sir. That's not what I meant at all. It's just that we've been surprised by our position. You've been surprised by your positioning. You think you're fit enough to serve our empire. It's your fault that we're in this position. You had secured the city better, the elementalists would not have attacked the dreadnought, and Iron and Mana would be dead. And now I'm sent here to help you get this fort, and your supporting relief failed to hold the entrance to the Lighthouse District. This sounds like an enormous failure of the AEC, not Kiranor.
I'm trying really hard not to smile as this guy's getting his ass handed to him.
And then he looks to you. What are you doing here? Who are you?
Arneld. I was told to report to you for my orders.
He stands up, or he was already standing. He walks around the invoker and comes close to you. Very close to you. And you're illusory. Give me a persuasion roll, just for like your positioning and like that you are playing off this patrol agent.
Can I have advantage because I'm cool, please?
No such thing.
But I am cool. 8.
He looks at you. And he's about to... You see sort of magical light appearing in his crossguard. And then the invoker behind him goes, I promise you, sir, our patrol agents are of the utmost quality. Just assign them outside. They must prepare for the attack from the Element of Defiance. And you see the magic fizzle out. It's pathetic soldiers like this that why the AEC did not take Hyvin. Get outside. To the courtyard.
Outside I go.
Okay, Jacquette, you see Saskia walk out into the courtyard where you are.
Yeah, so I imagine Jacques like saw her go up to the rooftop, get reprimanded by the officer, and then go in. And he's just like standing inside, like next to one of the guards, almost like he's invisible, just like leaning against the wall next to a guard, and just like inner monologue is just like, man, I wonder if I could take all these fuckers by myself in here. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't get too overconfident. Hey, wait a minute, what's she Oh, you have got to be kidding me. As he watches Saskia march out.
So, and I see, since I can see him and I know he's standing next to, what type of AEC person is he standing next to?
Yeah, so if you look at the battle map,
Yep,
we have minion, enforcer, invoker, enforcer, invoker, enforcer, minion, and then a minion over here.
Oh boy.
So only the cannons facing the Alumno Defiance have
Two. The cannons facing the fort have one.
Okay. Okay, and are those fires the pylons?
Correct. The fires are the pylons.
Okay.
So, Sass, you walk out to a pylon kind of like sitting right in front of you, and you can see the enforcers all around, and you can see Jacques at the front of the enforcement.
Okay. And I need to
You need to get to the other side of the building.
Building. Yeah. Okay.
So basically, you when you were inside, you would have seen a door that led to the left alleyway inside the building. So if you're trying to get back to the left alleyway, you basically have to find an excuse to get back inside and sneak across.
Okay. Shit. Are the cannons big enough there that I can like duck behind it?
You might have a moment where you could get away with that if you're like trying to do something else. Cast invisibility. Yeah.
Cast invisibility. Although that's not. Do I have? I actually hold on. Would there be dim light?
No, there are two. You can see there's two
All right.
lanterns lighting up the area.
All right, that's fine. I'll use a spell slot. So I'll try if I can time it. You know.
Yeah, you need to give me a stealth check for this.
Yeah. Yeah, that should do it. Maybe 25?
With 25, you'd have just enough time to slip behind it and cast invisibility.
Great, I do that. So disguise self drops, and I will go invisible, and then I will attempt to sneak back inside.
Okay. We can carry that 20.
Jacques turns to the guard next to him and, not actually saying this out loud, goes, "See what they need to match a fraction of our power."
Sass, I'll carry your 25 over to sneak into the building. So
thanks for laughing.
You see, I liked it. You sneak inside, and they are engaged in the conversation, so you can quietly move past them and slip out the opposite door. And now you find yourselves in the alleyway, and you can see to your left is 2 gunners and a cannon, and to your right, 2 gunners and a cannon.
Great. Okay. Can I have a minute to think?
Yeah. Jacques, you see her go invisible. What's your plan when she goes invisible?
Jacques is going to wait until the signal. He is, I'll say, prepared right next to this pylon. He's readied in action to disable the pylon once Saskia makes her move. So, I mean, I know that initiative will still start, and I'll still have to do that, but that's my plan.
No problem. Okay, so Saskia, you, in the space you have, basically it's like 10 feet to your left is 2 gunners, 10 feet to your right is 2 gunners.
Okay. Now, if I'm concentrating on invisibility, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because if I cast another spell, it's going to break it anyway.
Correct.
All right.
And
Alright,
based
so
on your assessment of them, they are all minions, as opposed to outside where there are a few enforcers also helping with the cannons.
Okay. It's a pretty good spell. But I could... Alright, I want to attempt to cast Synaptic Static.
Ooh.
It is a 20-foot radius sphere, so I'd like to center it where I could potentially get all 4 of them.
Since I said they are positioned the way they are, that you would be able to.
Great. They all need to make an intelligence saving throw of 20.
Okay. Pull up these guys. So I'm going to do them as 2 groups.
Okay.
They both fail.
Okie dokie.
You don't need to roll damage. They're minions. They
well,
are.
I want to just to see how much it is.
Okay.
It's 8d6. So 31 points of.
So even if they
damage.
succeeded, you would have killed them.
Right.
So what does this look like?
So I am picturing it as, I'm invisible. I'm going to stand centered between the 2 cannons, and I'm going to be like weighing my options of like, do I go for one? Do I go for the other? Because then they might just swarm me on the other one. And then I'm like, you know what? We're just going to try and get everybody. So I, will put my hands together and it's going to break invisibility when I do it. So I'll say the verbal components. And as I open my hands, the area around like the guns or the cannons and the gunners, like what they see is like kind of like reality, like shifting. And it's like just kind of going back and forth, and they're kind of like having to, shake their heads before they die. But it's like, it kind of distorts their vision. Like, I can't figure out the word to say it, but it's just like distorting their vision before they just fall.
Oh yeah, their vision gets staticky and distorted as they. I think this is a clear enough symbol to use, Jacques, as these 4 men cry out in pain as their minds are melted by Saskia's magic. Let's roll initiative. Everyone, yeah.
Could I have cast a spell on myself beforehand?
No, because you didn't know when the trigger was going to happen.
Okay.
Let me start a fresh page for this. All right, 20 to 25.
20.
15 to 19. 10 to 14.
14.
Oh no.
14 as well.
Wow.
And Jacques, what'd you get?
13.
Okay. Okay, and then they get a then the chat.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo up.
What would that be? That would
Jaquette?
be...
Is that Jaquette's new bard style?
Scatting.
Scatting.
Okay.
Taking a shit.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
So, Jacquet, you did hold your action. So I am going to let you use your reaction here to engage with that. So,
Dope.
you just need to make an Arcana check.
Okay. 15.
Pylon 1 is down.
Woo!
I'm going to...
Literally can't fail.
I'm going to leave a dice here to represent it because it can be... Technically, it can be turned back on.
Cool.
Okay, so as this initiative starts with the obliteration of the gunners to the left and the
Will the rest of them have seen or heard that too, or do I still need to do my Eldritch Blast?
No, that's not right. Sorry, say that again.
Will Septimus and Fyrn have heard that and take that as the cue, or
They're gonna see.
Eldritch
You won't
Blast?
need to because they're gonna see the pylon go down, and that's their cue.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Okay. So, as the pylon goes down, the AEC enforcers are up first. And they are going to have heard the cries of the soldiers on the left alleyway, and they're going to see their pylon go down.
You require additional pylons.
One of the enforcers is going to go inside to join the Enforcer Invoker and the Violet Vanguard. The other one is going to go to investigate the pylon with the minions there. The Enforcer closest to Jacquet is going to engage the pylon to begin turning it back on. In their minds, they don't necessarily suspect that there's an invisible tabaxi here who turned it off. They think that it is malfunctioned in some way or suffered a ranged attack, a ranged sort of dispel. So they begin investigating it and begin the first action to start it back up. But it's going to require another action to formally turn it back on. Up next is the Violet Knight.
Ooh, higher than a 20 on initiative?
Yeah.
He's Violet. What do you expect?
I'd say that's a little bit more periwinkle if you ask me.
Oh,
Got him.
Saskia, you hear the door burst open behind you. And standing right behind you, within melee range, is the Violet Knight, who stares at you. And
Point of clarification, she would
Yeah.
still have disguise self up.
I did say I dropped
Because-
it to cast ability, though.
but it's
you don't
not a
need to, it's not a
concentration. So you
concentration.
could have kept it
Oh,
up.
it's not. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So with that in mind, the Violet Vanguard grabs you by the collar and pulls you in close and says, "What in the hell's happened, Arnold?"
Can I answer?
You can answer.
I I don't know. They just collapsed out of nowhere. I don't know.
His eyes, you can't see them, but where the eyes would be in the crossguard are looking at you, but then they just look down. And they see his hand going through your disguise.
No. Okay.
And he immediately shoves you back and casts Hold Person on you. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You pass. You pass. So the Hold Person fails on here.
Right.
And as he sees that and sees that you resisted the spell, there's like a cocking of the head of like, who the fuck are you? As we will cut to Fyrn. So Fyrn, you are with Septimus and Sal with your mobile pylon station. So you would have had to have been a sizable distance away before they just assumed you were attacking and engaged.
Right.
So I'm going to say for that purpose, your group is at least 150 feet away from the barricade you see at the bottom there.
Okay. But at this current moment, there is an opening of the
Correct.
Thing, so we could essentially take a shot with the cannon when it comes up.
When it comes up, yeah. When Sal is up, he can take a shot with the cannon.
Okay. Is the cart something that is like it's being pulled, right?
It's being pulled by Sal, yeah.
Could I like speed him up if I were to like push the cart, or like push Sal, or help him pull the rope?
Not with pushing, because it wouldn't work with the setup that it is. But you can help with pulling the rope with him to help alleviate the pull of it, which for the purposes of this fight, I would say that you can move the cart and Sal with difficult terrain.
Do they get their regular movement? Does Sal get his regular movement? Or do I not know that?
Sal would get his regular movement, but if he wants to keep you moving with the cart, he would need to also be like sort of like both of you working together on dragging the cart. But he would have his full movement. So like if you want to keep helping me, I'll just have to stay with him, is what I mean.
I think I'm going to you said I'm 100 feet away?
150.
150. I want to push ahead, but I don't want to risk getting hit by those cannons. I'm going to cast haste on myself.
Excellent.
And I'm going to use my extra added action to help push the cart. And does that include my movement?
That would be you expending your movement.
Okay. So then I would still have an attack action technically?
No, because you're using your action to cast haste, right?
Yeah, but I get an extra attack from getting haste.
Oh, that's true. Yes, so you would still have your haste extra attack.
Mm-hmm. But I can't use it to cast a spell because it's either dash, disengage, hide, or utilize. I guess I could technically cast a cantrip because I have that other ability that turns my attacks into cantrips. So yeah, I think could I use that extra attack to load the cannon for whoever's next?
No, because it's a full. I guess actually technically yes, because you would be doing the utilize. So I should amend that statement. It's not loading it. It's like aiming it and then engaging it. So like if someone has to aim it and then someone has to fire it, or a single person has to aim it and then fire it on their next turn. So it's a little harder considering that Sal is carrying it as opposed to it being on a turret station. It's not as maneuverable because you can't aim it. He can only aim it because he's the one carrying it. You could only fire it.
Would
So
you
you
allow me
could-
to hold my action to
I was
do
just gonna
that?
say you can hold. I'll allow you to hold your action to fire it when Sal has aimed it.
Great. So yeah, I get low on Sal and I like
Mhm.
push him by his waist,
Yeah.
and I'm just like forcing him forward with the cannon, and
Yeah.
we're pulling the cart alongside us. And then as soon as I get a little tired or I get a second, I like stand up to my full height and like the cannon's like on his shoulder, so I like immediately like drop and get ready to like press the button when he says ready.
Yeah. I love it. What's your max movement speed?
My max movement speed with haste is doubled, so I am at 60 feet.
Okay, so you're able to move you and Sal up 30 feet to be 120 feet away from the line there. Okay, that is, I think, everything you can do, unless there's something you want to do with your bonus action.
Ooh.
Sass, you're on deck. Septimus, you're after that. Then Jacquet.
Nope. I'm good.
You guys are kind of like nestled in the middle of the initiative where the heavies are first and the weaker guys are after you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So Sal and Fyrn are slowly moving the pylon forward with the cannon. Saskia, you are up. There is the Violet Knight is right in front of you, within melee range.
Great. In response to his "Who the fuck are you?" I still disguised, I will smile and I will say, "Your worst fucking nightmare," and I will cast Hurl Through Hell on him.
Ooh.
That is a
Well,
DC.
Remember, you have to hit him with an attack.
Yeah, it's
And
not an
then
action
if you
itself.
hit-
Wait. I could do that. So with my bonus action, I'm going to activate Dalen's Shadow Ring, and it'll extend Shadowy Short Sword. And then I will attempt to hit him with that short sword.
All right, go for it.
Nope. 8 to hit.
That will not hit.
Great. Well, that was my bonus action, then action. So fuck. And then so I will have tried to hit him, and then just kind of like do that, like, whoops. Well, that would have been cool. I will risk the opportunity attack, and I will back the fuck up 30 feet towards one of the. If
Cannons?
is there, yes, but is there like, if I were to back up and keep backing up, can I go around the building to get into the courtyard? Like, would I be able to run away eventually?
Yes. So if you generally, this little like edge of our battle map is the alley you're in,
Okay.
and it actually is conveniently how wide it is. It's 10 feet wide. So I will place you.
Okay.
You're not really gonna be able to see yourself because you're kind of in the shadows of it.
Yeah, it's okay. I know that I'm there.
To get to the edge down here, to be able to go around, it's 75 feet.
All right. Well, I'll do 30.
All right, he's gonna do an attack of opportunity on you. For an 18 to hit.
Just hits.
Okay. So he
So
pulls
does that
out
mean-
those. No, you still get to move. It's just you take
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
He doesn't have Sentinel. So he's going to attack you with those force blades that appear at their hands.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's going to be 12 slashing damage. And 12 force damage.
Okay. Used up my false life, but that's okay. Ouch.
Okay, so you can kind of see yourself now. With that little,
Yeah.
this little guy there.
Run, Saskia, run!
Okay. Septimus, you are up. So you're 150 feet away from the barricades that you have down at the bottom of the encampment. Sal and Fyrn are 30 feet up. So you're in the you're 30 feet behind them, just outside of the pylon's coverage. And Sal can go either before or after you.
Wait, I'm 30 feet beyond the pylon's
you're
coverage?
No, you're just beyond it. Like they've moved to the point where you're just outside of the pylon's coverage.
What's the range of the pylon's coverage?
It's 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Septimus will move up his 30 feet.
Okay. All right, so you're beside them now, 120 feet away from the bottom of this line. I will, just because it's not visible here, I'll remind you there is one scout at the bottom there that looks like a minion behind the cover that is a little bit ahead. He is 90 feet away from you guys.
You know what I will actually do on this approach, because these are magic people.
Jacques, you're on deck.
Septimus is gonna cast Find Traps.
Okay. What's the range on that?
120 feet.
Okay.
And yes, you sense any trap within range that is within line of sight. A trap for the purpose of the spell includes any object or mechanism that would create or cause damage or other danger. Thus, the spell would sense the alarm or glyph of warding spell.
It doesn't identify exactly where the trap is, just lets you know.
Yeah. The spell reveals that the trap is present, but not its location.
Okay. Does it reveal the type of trap or just that it's present?
You do not know the general nature of the danger posed by the trap.
You do sense a trap within 120 feet of you.
Yeah, it sucks it doesn't give you the location.
Yeah, what is the point of the spell?
It's for dungeon crawling, not exactly like combat encounters.
Yeah.
I got this
Oh, I'm
feeling
sorry,
of-
Septimus, but you can't cast. Oh, wait, no, you can. I'm sorry, I'm looking at something else. You're fine.
Can't cast it because I was in thing. Or...
No, you're good. You're good.
Little Willy.
Oh boy.
Little Willy.
What about Sean's little Willy?
What?
Huh?
Adding more enforcers to the fight.
Jeez.
Anything else, Septimus? Before Sal? You got your bonus action.
Yeah, it's not
Rage.
much. Yeah, clerical rage. No, nothing for me. I'm just end my turn.
Okay, so what you can do with Sal, if you're going to follow Fyrn's plan, is that he uses the cannon to fire something.
I like that.
Okay.
So Sal will
And he
aim
also
it.
uses his movement.
Is that guy in front the only feasible person that could be hit with a cannon?
No, you can hit plenty of people. The cannon has a really, really great range.
Go
If
with
you
the
look-
I'm saying
lightning
that are
shot.
outside the effects.
Outside of the
pylons.
perimeter, the only people that can be targeted is the guy outside and these guys here.
What
All
type
right.
of armor are they wearing, Sean?
They're minions, so they're wearing like leather armor.
Okay.
Uh,
But is one like sitting on the cannon, perhaps?
No.
were those two? Are those two guys on a? Oh, those two guys are on a cannon, or they're on
Yes,
the pylon.
they're on the cannon. The guy
The
behind them's on the pylon.
Got it.
But that pylon's been shut down.
I know, but I know
Yes.
somebody was working on it.
Yes, and you require one more action for him to turn it back on, but he's not up. He's an enforcer, so he's not even up until the top of initiative.
And he's also within the other pylon's shield, correct?
Correct.
Okay, then he'd probably target one of the guys that are actively pointing a cannon.
So
Do
then
I
you would
choose
target.
the jet?
No, Sal chooses it. Well, actually, no. Sal's aiming, so you do choose it, Fyrn.
Okay. Is there a way that like you can aim where it hits all three of them?
No. It's only going to be the two, and that's if you choose something that's not a 5-foot wide line.
Yeah. I don't even know if they have anything that's not a 5-foot wide line.
Lightning
there's
shot
Oh,
Lightning
right.
shot is a 20-foot sphere,
or frost shot.
or frost shot. Yeah.
Well, if the line isn't gonna work, then I feel like the 20-foot radius sphere is probably better.
Totally.
We're gonna go with lightning shot.
Okay.
DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Here we go. First one fails. Second one succeeds, but you'll likely overcome the threshold to kill them. So go ahead and roll damage.
60-10.
Christmas.
43.
43. Hell yeah, brother. So that is absolutely enough to bypass the threshold. They are both obliterated in a ball of lightning.
Right next to Jacquet, who goes, by the crescent heart.
And Jacquet, like, you have like the other pylon shield like right in front of you, and you see the like surge of lightning hitting it that would have hit you. Okay.
Wow.
2 guys down. That cannon is not being operated anymore.
And can Sal move, or is that it?
Yes, Sal can move.
Sal now here to take his movement to continue forward.
Okay, so Sal is now 90 feet away. All right. Jacquet, you are up.
All right, Jacquet is going to move to pylon number 2, up there on the front left. And he's going to use his action to deactivate it. Do you even want to roll? I get
No,
15 no matter
You
what.
don't need to roll. 15 is the DC, so.
Beautiful. I love that for me. Look, I don't have a lot going for myself in life, you know. This is the one time I'm competent. So, excuse me
Aren't
if
you
I
engaged?
revel in it. Yeah, but it took a lot to get there. You don't know what I had to pull.
Yeah, all that training of turning the buttons off.
So
5 minutes before this battle.
basically the full like 10 feet in is now exposed. So the only person not caught in that is actually Jacquet. You are still safely within a pylon.
Cool.
The invoker and Jacquet, but the 2 enforcers and the minion are now exposed.
All right.
Anything with your bonus action?
Can I see through the building to Saskia and the Violet Knight?
No, just to give you for your reference, because you would see where she went inside. The
Mhm.
doorway is over here.
Can I move there?
Yeah, you only use 15 feet of movement, so you could definitely get to it. So I'll say, Jacques, you see the Enforcer and the Invoker in there, and you can see a direct line to the Violet Knight because it's directly across the doorway he's standing in.
All right, is he within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
All right, Jacques, shouting out from the void to Saskia goes, "Get him with the old one too!" And bonus action help. So she has advantage on her next attack
Love
against the Violet Knight.
Thanks.
And
Love
then, do I still have movement?
That would have cost you... You've spent 30 feet so far.
All right, that's fine. Then I'll just end there.
Okay. All right. The Invoker is up. Or the Invokers. So one of them is going to run out the door. Where Saskia... into the alley that Saskia's in. So Saskia, you can see kind of... He has half cover the Knight because he's in the doorway, but you can fully see the Invoker because he has to move through the Knight. He can't stay in that cover. And he is going to... He is just going to do his regular attacks on you instead of a spell.
Okay. Did he reach me though?
Yeah, he's got 120-foot range.
Oh, it's a ranged. Okay.
Yeah, he's an Invoker. He's got a ranged attack.
Right.
He's an arcane.
Come on.
He's got an arcane burst. The first one misses you though with an 11.
Yep. Sure does.
Second one is a natural 20. Jacques, you can see him. He is in your line of sight.
Invoker, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna hold off.
Okay. No problem. All right. So Saskia.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just do the math real quick.
You don't have to. It's fine. I'll just say a lot. Right? And we can move on.
Well, you're lucky. I did on the rolls themselves. Obviously, there's the max dice. The rolls I rolled low.
Okay.
But you're gonna take 36 force damage,
Ouch.
and then their
dodge.
last attack on you. The last attack is going to be a 21 to hit.
Yep.
That's going to be 20 force damage. I rolled very well on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Can I take stronghold actions?
No, we're not within your stronghold. We're outside of it.
Okay, fair enough.
Strong.
But don't think about the other people that are in the stronghold.
No, I know. Okay. Second Invoker. So one of them is going to rush forward. And take the second. Let me roll their check. Second check to turn on one of the pylons. Okay, they're able to successfully turn on the first pylon.
Those two guys are dust, though.
Yeah, you still took out the arcane cannon, which I think
Yeah,
is the
like
priority.
they're just turning on the pylon because they don't know what's coming at them, and it's also because you fired one of their own cannons at them, so they're like, we need these pylons more for us than the cannons. The second Invoker is going to step forward now that there's a pylon protecting him. and is going to target Sal because he's the closest one of the three of you. But he can't because the pylon's protecting him, actually.
That's right.
So... what is he going to do then?
Cry.
He's going to...
It's a free action, but, you know.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a free action to cry.
Aw,
Dude, how did you not know that?
what a goober.
He is going to cast Detect Magic. His two pylons have mysteriously gone. Two pylons have mysteriously gone inactive, and he can't do anything against the approaching force. So he's going to cast Detect Magic and immediately look to where Jacquet is and shout out, "Invisible enemy! Invisible enemy! Activate your Detect Magic!"
Shit.
But he needed to use his action to cast that, so he can't do anything, even though he can see the aura of illusion around Jacquet. So that's going to go to the other people's turn.
My turn?
No,
No,
you're so far
you
down.
just
the
had a
initiative.
turn.
So long ago.
Yes, Jacquet.
You're so far from it.
For the duration, you sense the presence of magical effects within 30 feet of yourself. Okay, so he senses that there's magical effects within 30 feet.
Mhm.
If you sense such effects, you can take the magic action.
So he doesn't know where you are.
action
He just knows you're there.
To see, well, get this, to see a faint aura around any visible, I'm invisible, creature
Ooh.
or object in the area that bears the magic.
Ooh.
Now, if you want to say that there's like a fog, so he realizes that the spell invisibility has been used, that makes total sense to me.
Yeah.
But I do think that he cannot identify where I am still, based on the wording.
That is fair. I appreciate that. Don't go anywhere yet. I need you
rest
to.
my case.
I need you to tell me what your stealth check was, though, when you came in here.
26.
26. Okay.
I think me
Yeah,
and
we both-
Sass.
Yeah, we
tied.
both got 26. Yeah.
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 Twinsies, and then you yelled at me that
No.
that's not twinsies.
No.
Okay. So the they can't even if they got nat 20s, they wouldn't be able to detect you. Okay. So your pylon is really making them incapable of doing anything here. All they know is that there is an invisible entity within their space.
Hell yeah.
And they can't use their dispelling stones because they would dispel their own reinforcements.
Fuck shit up, guys.
All right, then they actually really only have one recourse, just to hole up.
Cowards. Traitors.
By the way, if any of them pass by me, I still get opportunity attacks. So.
Yep. He just makes his Arcana check to start the first step of turning on the... Well, no, he can't. He uses Detect Magic. So he can't do anything. He just moved to it. All right. So they can't do anything else. The other people can't really do anything else either. They just kind of ready their attacks for if someone becomes invisible around them. Which brings us up to the AEC enforcers. They cannot do much except one thing. So, all right. So the one that's in the alley or in the building is going to go out to chase after Saskia.
Come and get me, boys.
Boys.
He has a ranged attack as well. He
Damn
pulls
it.
out his limbless crossbow.
Damn it.
First one is a 15 to hit.
Misses.
Second one is worse.
Excellent.
Third one is also a 15. So he fires off 3 force bolts at you, and they all miss.
Great. I flipped them off.
Okay. Okay.
Taking after Jacquette. Been hanging around with him too long.
The other one is going to go and try to fiddle with the pylon. He is able to initiate it for step 1. Which brings us to the Violet Vanguard. He will step out and cast Hold Person on you again. Give me a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 24.
You are crushing it, Saskia, in this escape from your clandestine mission. Okay. All right, that's the end of their turn. Fyrn, you are now up. Saskia, Septimus, Jacquette on deck.
Yep.
Okay, how far away am I from this violet man?
The Violet Man you're very far away from, but from that line at the bottom that I mentioned, you're 120 feet.
Yeah, there's still a guy in the beginning of the gate, so why don't you just punt him?
Yeah, there's a guy who's 90 feet away from you, and then the barricades are 120 feet away from you.
Okay, so I have double movement, and I can dash with an extra action. So I could get 120 feet, and
You
still
could.
have 3 attacks.
Yes.
So I think I'm going to...
Now, I'll say, the 120 feet gets you to the barricades. You're not going to be within melee of anybody.
Wait, isn't that the guy at the bottom?
Oh, yeah, you can kill that guy. And still get to the barricade.
If I ignore that guy and just push the thing the whole time...
You can't push the thing the whole time. You can only push the thing 60 feet up. It's difficult terrain to drag Sal in the cart.
Sorry.
Okay. How far away is the guy?
90 feet.
I'm gonna get shot by that stupid cannon, like point blank. If I
There
go
are
up there.
still 2 people operating that cannon. The other thing to keep in mind of is that the barricades only block projectiles. If you're close enough with the barricade, they can enter melee range with you and fight you.
Yeah, but that's what I want.
I know, but the cannons will still not be able to hit you. But
Yeah, like could I possibly go off to the right side with my 120 feet, so that way I would be inside of the active.
you would be within you could be within the pylons if you went on the right side. You would basically, if you go your full 120 feet on the right, you can make it here.
Right. So I think I'm gonna run up, attack the guy, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Okay.
I don't get advantage or anything, right? I don't think so.
Nope.
$20 to hit.
That'll hit. Don't need to roll damage. It's a minion.
Cool. He's gone. I move the rest of my movement up to, there.
Now,
And
you can, if you wanted to use one of your attack actions, use a cantrip. These 2 guys are exposed outside of an active pylon.
okay, I will do that.
There's a minion and an enforcer.
I'm gonna hit the minion because I'm probably more likely to kill that.
Okay.
Just with a classical firebolt that will probably miss. 12 to hit?
That does not hit.
Yeah. I have a bonus action,
You do.
which could be an attack because I killed somebody, but there's nobody near me.
Correct.
I didn't use a spell, though, so I could technically bonus action Misty Step.
You could.
Man, I should have done that earlier. I think I'm going to hold off on the Misty Step, and I think I'm just going to end my turn in the defenses here.
Okay.
And hopefully, get... I'm just going to use, I'm just going to scream at the top of my lungs and just say, "Over here, you bastards! Come get some!"
I love it. So we are going to get through your guys' turns, then we're going to end for the night because it's late.
Yeah.
So Saskia, you are up. So you can see an Enforcer and an Invoker and the Violent Knight. The Violent Knight has half cover.
Okay. If I were to scoot to a side, will he not be in cover? No.
No, because of how tight the alley is.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna first back up another 30 feet,
Okay.
and then who's closest?
The Invoker and the Invoker and the Enforcer are equal distance from you because they're basically filling up the 10-foot space.
All right. I will.
Reminder that you do have advantage on your next attack against the Violent Knight, if that
That's true
matters.
because there's a help action, so it could still be worth it to attack him.
Okay. Let's do. Since there's 3 of them, let's do 1 beam at each, and I'll start with
the violet.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and attack with advantage.
Ooh. 21 to hit.
He will use shield.
Oh, that piece of shit.
This one's going to the Invoker.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That will hit.
13 points of force damage.
Okay.
And this one's going to the Enforcer. 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Yuck. 6 points of force damage.
Okay.
All right. I will bonus action do it again, and this is my first use of it after the long rest. Okay. Oh, that was so close. I don't think a 20 is going to hit the Violet Vanguard.
No.
Okay. Oops. Ignore that. Ah. All right. This one is for the Invoker, a 26 to hit.
Definitely hits.
That's going to be 8 points of force damage. And for the Enforcer, 30 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And that will be 13 points of force damage.
Okay, nice. Dealt a clean 40 damage there.
Excellent.
All right, that's the end of your turn, Sass. There's nothing else for you to do. Septimus, you are up. You are 120 feet away from where Fyrn is. 90 feet from the... Actually, no, he's dead. So just you're 120 feet from where Fyrn is. The 2 guys on the left are exposed to ranged attacks.
Okay. I'll run up to Sal, and I'll assist the same way Fyrn did last time with the charge.
All right, so you're holding your action to activate it for once Sal aims it. You can choose which attack to do. The only ones that would be really effective at both of them is the frost or the lightning one. All right. Anything with your bonus action?
I don't think so. And then just a quick clarification. Fyrn just ran straight ahead and just barreled in, right?
Correct.
no, so he's just gonna take that. No traps went off, and that the path just straight ahead is
Actually,
probably clear.
You're surprising enough. Yes, specifically because he said he went right. He did not trigger a trap.
Oh.
So for the best of my ability, as we move forward, Septimus is going to tell Sal
Follow Fyrn's path.
Follow Fyrn's path
Yep.
as close as you can.
Yes.
But that will be my end of my turn.
Okay.
Sal's
I
turn.
would. In Sal's turn, you should start with the cannon because you can only help him if he stays where he is.
Yep.
All right. So lightning or frost.
Well, lightning worked last time, so let's do that again.
All right. I will do their dex saves. The minion passes, but you're likely to kill him.
What's the roll again? How many?
It's 60-10 lightning damage. The AAC guard is also going to pass, so they'll both take half damage.
35 lightning damage.
Okay, absolutely enough to kill the minion. So unless someone helps that AAC enforcer, he cannot, on a single turn, use the cannon.
Okay.
All right, so that is...
And
All
Sal
right.
will continue to march forward,
Okay.
trying to carefully, as much as he can, follow Fyrn's path.
All right, so Salad's now entered the actual battlement.
Yes. Perfect.
All right, Jacquette, our last turn for the night. It's hard to see you, but you are
Yeah.
right here.
Okay. Jacquette is going to use his action to disable this
Yep.
this thing.
Okay.
Whatever.
No need to roll. It's auto success. And there are no guards on the back cannons. Or there's one guard
Right.
on one of the back cannons, but he can't do anything with it on his own. Well, I suppose he could aim it, but you'd have to wait a turn to actually fire.
Right. Jacquette is then going to move to be over by that other guard.
Mhm.
Next to the pylon, I guess. And then he is going to use his bonus action to give the help action to. So are those two enforcers? Or is one an invoker and one an enforcer?
It is currently on each side. There's one enforcer, one invoker.
Okay, so I guess the Enforcer,
invoker, enforcer.
Okay, the invoker in front of Jacquette and between Jacquette and Fyrn, Jacquette is gonna shout out to Fyrn, take out the mage first. Hit him hard, hit him good. And so he'll have advantage on his next attack against the invoker.
Okay, perfect. All right. I'm gonna write that down so we know that when we start
Me
next
too.
time. But because it's late, that's where we're gonna call it for tonight. As we have taken out almost all of the minions. There's one minion left. And then there's enforcers and invokers, a Violet Knight, and anything in the other building or inside the building that you haven't seen yet. Actually, I take that back. There's at least one other minion because there's the an enforcer because there's the ones that were where Shannon got caught, which I forgot about. So they did not actually take any of their actions, which is, I guess, good for you guys. All I got to take these rooftops off so I can remember all the enemies that are in this fight.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Because there are others inside that have, unfortunately, due to your very smart planning, been incapable of attacking you. And I'll say, while this has all been happening, the Alumno Defiance has forwarded to the right flank to eliminate the cannon and any personnel over there. So they've been doing basically what Fyrn and Sal have been doing. So you could really surmise they've probably just engaged with them. And once they've taken care of them, they will be able to come to the center, just like Sass is planned to do if these others can get pulled away from her. And at some point, the fort will be activated as well, as a force that'll come to support you. The thing that will be most helpful is getting all the pylons down, because if all the pylons are down, then they can use range attacks to help you guys.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, friends, that's it for us tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us wherever you are in the world. We'll pick back up next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.